day bricked up.
He was at a party, and he was with this girl. He hooked up with this chick. He was drunk as and woke up in the bed with this girl. He pissed the bed. He got out, walked outside. I was like, oh my God, Jessica pissed the bed.
That's dirty. The what?
Oh, I already got it.
You gonna fart into the microphone?
Yep, every time.
Dude, he does.
Fucking disgusting.
It's not the first time I've done
Bro,
it.
it's probably like seventh, eighth time you've done it.
That
You
sounds
fart.
feasible. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, this
You
setup's
can- you can lean back a little bit.
better, bro.
I think the wall might be in the way to lean back all the way.
Do
But
you have good vision?
Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see AJ on there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what was the first Atari? Was it the 2600?
24, 26. I don't know.
Curious.
It was like 26 or 24, but then they came out with a sequel. It was like 50 something.
They made
Hey,
a lot
Ramon,
of them.
you gotta talk into the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, these are like.
What about now?
These have like what are they called? They're called dynamic microphones. So
2600 is the first one.
they
That is the original.
they deflect audio outside of you.
Oh, really?
So you got to talk right into them.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the first Atari.
Yeah, I remember the old ones they had that had the wood grain on them.
Yeah. The only difference is they had two different models, but it's the same.
But what did they
2600
even
is the
play?
first one.
Like just like Galaga?
Galaga.
Pong,
Pac-Man.
Pong, and Brick. Is it called Brick? Bricked up.
Brick Breaker.
Yeah, that's it. Where it would bounce, and it's basically Pong, except you have a layer of bricks and get to break through them.
You got to talk in the mic.
I am.
Ooh,
Might
you
need to turn
get
it up.
E.T. There is an E.T. game.
On Atari.
Yes, there's an E.T. game on Atari. I promise
That's.
you. I shit you not.
I need to buy that.
My word is my bond. And look up ColecoVision.
I already did.
So, it's a unicorn, by the way.
There is an ET game.
Told you. It's cheesy as fuck, but bragging rights.
Yeah. That's what that is, basically.
So Ramon,
Yes, sir.
do you cut your own hair?
No, sir.
You don't.
No.
Do you go to around here or out of town?
I used to go to.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like a like old men cut your hair and
No, it's young guys. It's old timey barber shop.
Dude, I
Yeah.
just went to. I mean, I'm gonna blank out all the names to be honest, but I just went over to this place called and.
dude.
I'm the editor. I'll cut all this out. I don't give a shit.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Anyway, so I was over there the other day. I was getting my hair cut, bro, and I walked in there, and
I was not there.
you were not there. But it was the most interesting haircut I've ever had in my entire life.
Interesting.
Like, I wasn't necessarily like blown away by my haircut or anything like that. But when I went in there, these guys, there was a bunch of dudes that were like 30 years old or between the ages of probably like 20 to like 30 that were working there.
Yeah.
Right? Bunch of white dudes, which was like hella surprising because all the pictures online of the people that they hair, straight black dudes. But I was like, I fuck with it. I trust it. You know what I mean? So I went in there and I was talking to these guys. This
But
guy
in
was
your mind, what you're really thinking is, I fuck with you.
yeah, dude. I was sitting there and they were cutting my hair, and these guys were, like I said, it was vulgar in there, bro. I've been around some like barbershop talk before,
Yeah.
not like this, bro. They were in there talking to each other about eating chicks while they were on their period, while they're cutting my hair, bro.
Oh, that's
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck? Where am I at? I thought I was in like the Twilight Zone or some shit. But that's not even the funniest part. Dude, one of the guys that was cutting hair across from me, he was talking because they were all talking. And he was like, yeah. He's like, man, this one time I peed on this girl when I was in the shower, just making a joke out of it.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
that.
yeah. Classic. That's what I told him. I was like, classic, bro. And he was like, yeah, every time I get into a shower with a girl, I always pee on her leg. I was like, yeah, it's a classic move. You got to do that.
Marking your territory.
Yeah. And he said, yeah. He's like, because the first time I ever did it on a chick, I like pissed all over, blah, blah, blah. And then this other barber down the way was like, "Oh, dude, pissing on chicks. I got a story for you."
Oh, jeez.
And this is why the other guy's like sitting
That's set up though.
there cutting my hair, and I was like, "You piqued my interest." You know what I mean? I'm sitting there. This guy's
Picking up
like,
what you're throwing down.
"Yeah." This guy is sitting there like telling us. He goes, "Yeah, I was out drinking one night, and I was with this chick, and I took her back to her place, my place, whatever, and I was fucking this chick, and I drank a shit ton of beer that night, so I had to piss, and we were fucking, and this girl was like." Sorry, this is extreme vulgar, but this girl was like, "Do your thing on my chest, my chesticles." And he was like, "All right." So he's going to do his thing. All of a sudden, he's drunk, has to pee. He thought he was about to go, and he peed all over this chick,
Okay.
grabbed himself.
So how do you think you're gonna come and end up peeing? I've never done that. I don't know how you do that.
I'd
Because
say
it's like a switch in the system.
Well-
you do one or the other. It's like a train track where it rails into two, and like the switch flips. But it takes a minute for the train to get there.
I don't
Like,
think you can do them both at the same
No,
time.
I think it's one or the other.
Yeah.
And generally, it takes a minute. Like, you know which one it's going to be.
Yeah, but I think
So how do you
peeing is probably
accidentally...
easier.
I think he probably just felt a release and thought it was the other one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
And then decided to pee
Well,
on
he
her?
was because
Or he just was like, she's a hoe. Fuck it.
yeah. Well, because I mean, like, I don't know about y'all, but I mean, if you have a real good piss, you get that piss shiver, bro. You ever get a piss shiver?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's almost as good as
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So I can understand if your bladder is entirely full and you're wasted.
And you're wasted.
You may not be able to facilitate or whatever differentiate between a potential piss shiver or potential,
Okay,
going
I can
at
see
it.
it like if they're like blackout and they're just like, okay.
I mean, I'm assuming that that's what happened. All I know is that he was like, yeah, and he did that, peed all over the chicken, then he grabbed his dick. She goes, "Oh my God, what was that?" And he just goes, "I gotta go to the bathroom." And we're all
Damn.
sitting there. I'm sitting there getting my hair cut. I'm about to fucking piss myself listening to this guy. Bro,
That's pretty good.
Fuck.
that's some shit that you don't tell people, bro.
Yeah. Well,
Especially customers.
customers. Now that's all. I respect that. I
know.
fully support the open talk with
Open door
customers.
policy.
Not this robot always worrying that you might offend somebody. Like if you're like a worker and you just openly talk to people like they're your boys and your customers, I respect that. I do. I think probably be more likely to get
So
more
it
of my
probably
business.
took them about an hour to cut my hair and like trim the beard and do
See,
whatever.
I do like it quick though. I'm usually in and out.
But I'll say about 30 minutes of that was talking about
Vulgar shit.
period play, and then the other 30% was talking about piss play. So it was interesting to say the least.
Now, did you get a good haircut and did you tip well?
Of course I tipped well. I tipped as much as the machine would let me.
Did you tip as much because you heard all this piss talk? Or did you tip because it was great service? Or a combination? Because you were
good
piqued.
question.
I wasn't
Your interest
I
was
wasn't
piqued.
blown away by the haircut, I'll be honest. I think it was a good haircut and all
topic of
that.
choice.
It
So it
was
wasn't
okay.
terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible. I would go back, but they're already expensive. So I was like,
So how
not
much did they charge for a haircut?
for hair and a beard. It's like $50.
Dude,
That's not bad.
Fuck that, man.
That's not bad at all.
No, I remember back on base in the Marine Corps, it'd be like $10.
Yeah, but they're
Sometimes
fucking
it'd be
just
like
yank
$5. Yeah, just
They just
And
pulled the fucking lawnmower
so that's
out the
why
shed. And,
in the summertime I just shave my own head. In the wintertime, my girlfriend has learned to fade, and so she did this. Right? She's learning.
Get my money back.
She's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, free. So I'm not gonna pay more than $20.
yeah.
Preferably like $10, $15 if I go out, and I'm planning on not having to go out to get a haircut anymore. One, it's quick. I don't have to drive anywhere, or tip anybody, talk to anybody except for my girlfriend. So I just go upstairs in the bathroom, sit down on a chair. She fades it all. Done.
I don't think it's that hard.
And I'm
to
already in the
fade,
bathroom,
though,
so I can just
honestly,
shower.
Right? Like you just have to.
Well, people fuck it up a lot, though.
I could fade my own hair. The only problem is the back of the fucking head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
can't.
Like, fuck that shit. I'm not about to sit there with a fucking
Yeah.
Keep the back
mirror.
long, like a mullet.
Honestly, if I
Good,
was single, I
honestly.
would shave my head year round.
Just do a
Well, that
mullet.
was my thoughts because the
Like,
one
the
reason
way
why I
shaved.
think the haircut at that location wasn't necessarily the best was because I was talking to the guy. We're working it out. I was like, I'm thinking about growing my hair out a little bit longer on the top. Not long by any means, but just like normal length because my hair is pretty short right now.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's not much you could do with that. Whenever I told him, like, yeah, just keep it a little bit longer, you know. So, not much you could do either way.
Telling you, go for broke and just get a mullet.
so this is kind of a change of topic, but I don't know who's listening or watching, but it's probably the first time Pistachio has been on the podcast. My bird. Little bird.
He was here on the
Was he here on the last one?
Thanksgiving.
No, we were at. Oh, was he here for that?
I thought he was.
Yeah,
on
when
the
he was
last one.
here.
I thought he was on the last one.
Yes, 100%.
Well,
he
maybe I'm
was.
just an idiot. But it's my bird, Pistachio.
I know he was because I edited it and I remember seeing him
Oh, well,
because he kept nosediving in your fucking cup.
Yeah.
never mind.
And
I'm just
shitting
an
on
idiot.
everything.
Dude, speaking of piss play, one of my buddies.
Speaking of.
Dude, I'm going back to it. I don't care. One of my buddies from high school, RIP, he was telling me this story. We both used to work at. This is extra information if you guys wanted to know, but we used to work at a golf course together, and he was telling me about how he was at a party, and he was with this girl. He hooked up with this chick, right? And he was drunk as fuck, and woke up in the bed with this girl. He pissed the bed. He got out, walked outside. I was like, "Oh my god, Jessica pissed the bed."
That's dirty.
That is dirty.
That's
he was,
fucking
he was
dirty.
like, "Dude, I pissed all over the bed."
That is fucking dirty.
Damn.
But the thing was, because he's like, "Dude, I had my bases covered because that girl had been at a party some other time, right? And had went into a closet and thought it was the bathroom. I don't know. People do crazy stuff, and she apparently peed in the closet. So he was like, "Shh, I knew I was in the clear."
Yeah, people would believe it.
Yeah,
Piss next to
She has a
the
history of this. Damn.
So yeah, we should probably get off the.
I say we start with the Fight Club with the characters because that's my favorite part. Of
You want to do a Fight Club?
yeah, I want to do a Fight Club.
Well, before we get into that, we got a couple things I want to talk about.
Baby
If
steps.
that's
Alright.
okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
Did y'all see Bill Cosby announced a return tour?
I did not. How long? First of all, how long's he been out of it? When was he arrested?
Is he still in jail?
No, he's
I-
out. He got out.
I don't even know. When was he?
So-
when was he put in jail, and when did he get out?
Oh gosh, he got.
It's like
put in
4
jail
years ago, right?
Several years ago,
Yeah, like 4 or 5
This one he
years
got-
ago. Probably like 2018.
Check
I'd
your
say.
Google machine on that one.
Yeah.
And I think he just got out late last year, or mid last year.
It may have even been earlier than that. I mean, the whole COVID timeline, everybody's
Yeah.
that
So
time period
it says
is blurry, but
in 2015 he was charged with everything for 2004 incident. During a 2018 trial, Cosby was found guilty.
yeah, that's when he was in prison.
So
was in
he
2018.
was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. So I guess in 2018 he was thrown in jail. He was released in 2021. So he's only in jail for 3 years?
Yes, and the reason was because they used evidence against him in his trial that him and the defendant's lawyer had agreed upon that wasn't going to be in the case. And then they used it anyway, and so he got out on a technicality.
That was one of those behind it.
And now he's
Closed
coming
door.
back on TV. is what you're saying.
AKA he lawyered the fuck up.
Sweetheart deal.
I mean, he's fucked either way. So
Well, how old is he? He's like probably 78, right? Like,
yeah, he's up there.
well, you know that there's even more allegations now, right?
I did not know that. This motherfucker.
There's even more allegations now. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just doing a tour. And I saw a tweet by this woman. I don't remember what her name was, but it was hilarious when I saw it. And she was like, honestly, this tour is probably not a bad idea. At least we know where he's at. We can keep an eye on him.
Guaranteed money.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
You know where he's at. That's a good point. That's a good point.
But to go ahead on the next topic, did you read any of the topics that I had a little bit?
A little bit.
Did you see like you know who Prince Harry is? You know who Prince Harry is?
Of England?
Of the England.
England.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth's son,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Did you see recently in an interview, he told people that he lost his virginity behind a pub to an older woman who spanked him like a stallion, is what he said.
Like, that's very specific.
Apparently she was really into horses, and no joke, that's what he said.
Well,
Dang. He didn't pee on her, did he?
the prince was raped.
I mean,
by
I
an
don't
old
know.
woman.
I don't know. Yeah, pretty much. But he was, I mean, I don't know if he was cool with it or not. I just know that he said that she spanked him like a stallion.
Like a stallion.
Like a steed.
Yeah.
What about what is a lower end horse called?
A donkey.
Well,
Well, that's a different species entirely, though. But
Yeah, but it's a poor man's horse.
she spanked me like
Yeah.
a donkey. Yeah.
Like a burro.
but
I mean, how many people can say that, though? I got spanked.
spanked like a horse.
Or
Yeah,
how many people
but-
can say they spanked a prince? They both have bragging rights.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure it's a lot. But
Touche. It'll sink in.
he's he's a
Entitlement.
yeah. There's a lot
So
of
he
stuff going
uses
on with him.
princely powers
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on with that guy.
I gotcha.
to spank the local wenches.
I also saw recently though that he was in this interview. It might have even been the same interview where he was talking about how he was in the Afghanistan war and how he admitted admits a loose word, but admitted to killing like 26 Taliban members.
with his bare
Wait,
hands.
Prince Henry
Yeah.
is saying that he killed 26 Afghan soldiers or Taliban soldiers.
Had a part of it, yeah.
I don't know many Marines who can say they have 26 confirmed kills. Who the fuck is this prince saying he...
Well, that's not
He's
the point of
the prince.
that's not the point though.
the
Fresh
I
Prince.
totally get what you're saying. Just saying, I get what you're saying. But what people are pissed off about, they're like, they're upset that he killed people. What? Who's upset? The Taliban? Like, who's
Taliban is like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, like no, I saw it online.
This
They were
is
like,
preposterous.
we can't believe he killed this many people. Blah blah blah. I'm like,
First of all,
newsflash: soldier kills enemy. What?
Taliban lives matter.
I'm skeptical that it even happened. Second of all, even if it did, he's saying he killed Taliban. So
But I mean, he told the truth about getting spanked behind a pub. So
Yeah.
why
True.
would he lie?
It might not have been 26, but it was on. It
Whatever.
was like 18 or something.
if it's
It was.
Taliban, no one can be pissed.
I think he might have been in the Air Force though.
Okay.
So that.
Oh, so he probably dropped like
Yeah.
one bomb that killed that many people.
Yeah.
And now I'd brag about it.
I did that. That was me.
That happened.
At a pub.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the guy who killed Osama bin Laden. They're like, be discreet, utmost secrecy. Roger that, sir. And then he just, and then it just cuts scene to the fucking bar. I fucking killed bin Laden.
Bro, come on. I don't know if they heard that or not, but
Probably
Pretty
not.
sure.
yeah.
There
Yeah.
were like 3 of them. You only heard the last one.
That's all you need. That's
No,
what
he-
killed 26 of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna smell it too. All right, I'm gonna pee. Well, that sucks.
So talking about war in Afghanistan and all this shit. Did y'all see Vladimir Putin has cancer?
I did just see that.
Yeah.
Terminal, right? They expect him to die soon.
Soon.
That did you hear about that?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
That's
So
dangerous.
I don't know what
though.
that means. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if that's good or bad because like if it's
Who the fuck takes over then?
Well, it's not about who takes
he's
over.
gonna launch them fucking missiles, bro. He don't give
Oh,
a fuck,
he's got nothing
bro.
to lose.
Yeah, because he's like on his deathbed. He's like,
Deathbed dictator.
death to America.
Yeah.
That is fucking scary, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or Ukraine.
Because if he does die
More like,
and doesn't, I mean, it's not. I mean, whatever.
You'd be fucked up if he like thinks he's dying, and he thinks he's taking his last breath, launches some stuff, God forbid, and then it's like, oh wait, I just had gas.
Just had gas.
Yeah.
That
The
bad
worst
gas.
fart ever.
Feel better now.
Yeah.
By the way, so
Ukraine
there's nothing
was
else.
a nice country, but Putin had gas.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's known for shooting gas at people. So
Yeah, that's another conversation.
Yeah. On that note.
yeah. So you want to do a fight?
I do, but actually, what that made me think of, for school, I had to read a book called 1 Second After, and it kind of blew my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
How old were you?
How old am I?
Were you then when you read this?
Oh, this was this past year,
Okay.
so 30,
When you say school,
31, 32.
Yeah,
Most
Yeah,
people
no, no, no.
think
book report,
Fifth
Moby Dick, or
grade.
something
Literally
like that.
grad school when I read
Okay.
the book. Right?
All right, cool.
It was for an emergency
because I was about to
management
say
class.
5th grade. We're talking about a second after a nuclear attack. Because if that's what you're about to say, that's fucked up.
No. This was a master's program class for emergency management, and I read this, and it was very interesting. So the accuracy of it, kind of, I mean, it's. I would say this: they should make a movie about that book, and people would love it. It's like The Walking Dead, for instance, from a supernatural
What's the book
perspective.
about?
So it's a book. It's about not like apocalyptic or anything, but similar to that in the sense that it's about an EMP, except so an electromagnetic pulse can be caused or could affect a multitude of different things. In this case, they never confirmed who, but later they started to speculate it might be the Chinese. I don't know. Set off a nuke like above, like around atmospheric levels above the U.S. that caused all of the continental U.S. to shut down electronics, which involved not only like computers and phones and lights, but also cars. That part is why I had to write a paper about this, and I was including like accuracy. In reality, only like 10% of cars would be affected. Most cars, like Teslas, they'd be dead. They wouldn't be able to turn on at all. Most cars, even most modern cars, would still be able to turn on and run. Right? The radio wouldn't work, but it could turn on and drive.
I think a lot of them are shielded.
Yeah, and in this reality, in the reality of this story, all vehicles were affected except for cars before like 1989 or something, right? So there's in this story only one vehicle actually ran, and it was this. So there's a guy who was like in the army for like 20 something years, then he worked in emergency management or something, and he had a truck that was old as fuck, and it was the only truck that would run, right? And he was back home after serving in the military for all these years and all this, and he was at home, and this happened. Now, I'm not going to give any
you.
spoilers,
Thank
but
you.
basically, he has to help build this community and recover from. And it's, with the exception of the vehicle stuff, for a worst case scenario, very realistic, and it turns into just government's gone, military's gone. You turn to militia, martial law. You dictate who has a certain job. You got to worry about food, water, basic shit. And it was fascinating. And I would say more, but again, I don't want to, spoilers. But
That sounds so interesting, man. Honestly,
are you being sarcastic or no? I can't ever tell anymore.
Rate it 1 out of 10.
Well, I don't read much, but probably a 9. I'd say a
Just-
9.
The back of the cereal box.
I'd say a 9 because And the only reason it doesn't have a 10 is the accuracy of the vehicles. But given the
9
circumstances,
out of 10 for you, or 9 out of 10 for the general person.
I'd say for me, specifically, it clearly was oriented towards my interests. But depending on what you're interested in, if you're interested in apocalypse, honestly, if you like Walking Dead and you want a realistic version of it, that's what it is.
You think your girlfriend would like it?
Yeah, I do actually. But like I said, if you like Walking Dead,
What's
but
the
you want
name
a
of it?
realist, 1 second after.
Right.
1 second. Yeah, 1 second after. What? It's a good ass
I thought
book.
you were gonna segue into like a that's what she said.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's a realistic version of The Walking Dead, basically.
You're so easy.
But
That's what she
put
said.
simply. But yeah, the only reason
One and
I gave it 9 out of 10, not 10 out of 10, is because in reality, most cars would work, and that would destroy the plot line.
I don't
But
think
it doesn't
the cars would work, bro.
Most
Even
of them
if,
would.
Like,
For an EMP, all you need is the functionality of travel. The engine needs to start. And really, the only thing that affects that is... And I literally
there's
researched
computer
it.
chips in cars.
Like I said, I wrote a paper about it. And in writing the paper about it, I researched it. And most cases, yeah, the radio wouldn't work. A lot of the electronic chips wouldn't work. But starting the actual vehicle...
Dude.
Most of the time, the ignition will work. Now, they literally, like DHS, Department of Homeland Security, and NASA, and all sorts of people ran a bunch of tests because they're like, oh shit, this could happen. Mm-hmm. And they found that at least 80% of the average vehicles you find, even modern vehicles, will still run.
Dude.
The more electronic it is, the less likely it'll work. But the vast majority of cars will still work.
If we lose fuel or electricity and there's martial law, first thing I'm doing, my neighbors have horses, stealing them bitches. Don't give a fuck.
Horses?
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Stealing the horses.
Well, and that became a thing. It's like,
and we have
communities-
cattle too, so it's like, I got horses and cattle, bitch. Fuck out of here.
Hell yeah. Well, you live out in the country, yeah.
Yeah.
But
You might wanna
without
steal some
giving
chickens also.
without
Change
giving
it
any
up.
spoilers for the storyline, kind of communities came together. Like they had the city we're in
You're
now.
still talking about this book?
Yes.
You
was
keep
like-
saying like you don't want to spoil it. Like we're gonna run out to
Literally,
Barnes and
I
Noble.
know.
Well, not
I know the
but-
whole plot of the story.
Our
now.
listeners are well. I mean, you already knew that reading the back. Is
Like
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying.
climb over
You
each
read
other
the
at
summary
Barnes
on the
and
back
Noble.
of
Like
the
we gotta
book.
get this book.
I don't want to spoil anything outside of what the summary on the back of the book says, except a description of it. But
Book is a tearjerker.
basically, communities like a city or a town kind of
It's going to
became
be a
their
New York
own,
Times bestseller after this.
and they wanted to take the car because it worked.
Is it on audio?
What?
Is it an audio book?
It is. That's how I passed the class.
Gosh. You better get like a self-driving
Oh yeah,
car.
I told you about it. That's the book I was talking about. I was like, I have other classes. I gotta read this book. I didn't read the fucking book. I listened to the audio while at work.
Sounds like a snooze fest.
But it was fucking good. So actually, they talked about food,
Is there any action in it?
somehow water. Yes.
Like,
But somehow water
good action?
wasn't a huge issue. They figured out water pretty quick. But food and medicine, people who need insulin, that kind of thing, people will fight to the death to get insulin and basic medications that their daughter's going to die from, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
If you like that book, there's a book by Michael Crichton, who's this guy who wrote Jurassic Park.
he's a guy. The guy.
And there's another book. I'll put the picture here because I don't remember the name of it. But we read it when I was in high school. My AP Environmental Science teacher made us read it because he was like a low-key conspiracy theorist ass motherfucker. Anyway, the whole book was about how people had these huge-ass machines that would control the weather, and it would affect a lot of shit. I think you would like that. It's not necessarily an EMP, but yeah.
kind of like
They
post-apocalyptic.
do. They actually do have machines that can help create rain and stuff out in like Dubai to make it rain out there.
They seed the atmosphere.
Yeah,
That's
with
a
water
bestseller.
and then it rains. Yeah,
Make it rain.
That's cool. Make it rain. Dubai can do both of those things. All right, let's do one of the
You want to do the fight? I kind of want to do the Marry Fuck Kill.
So they're both good. We got a lot of good fight clubs.
I kind of wanted to wait to do the Indian, Mediterranean, hibachi
Marry, fuck, kill.
for Keaton, but also
Yeah, but he's here, and honestly, I think he can contribute.
think-
We'll do both. We'll do both.
no, we're not going to do it with Keaton. We're just going to do it now.
Okay, that works.
Part 2.
Yeah.
So, marry, fuck, kill. Mediterranean food, Indian food, and hibachi.
I'm killing the Indian food off the rip, even though I love it. Just because hibachi
I
is
know what I'm doing
good
right
as fuck, right? And okay, fuck. Actually, you know what? I'm marrying Mediterranean food,
Same.
Concur.
three of us.
killing Indian, and fucking hibachi.
So you're marrying Mediterranean. I am also marrying Mediterranean because I could have it every day.
Honestly, the
I could have it
kill
every
and the
day.
fuck for me is like very close because like when I'm fucking Indian food, it's a dirty fuck. It's good, bro.
And that's what Indian food is. You don't have it very often, but when you do, it fucking slaps.
It's so good, bro.
So I'm the same as you.
Yeah.
I'm fucking the shit out of some Indian food. And I'm marrying Mediterranean for so many reasons because I could have it every day, and it also slaps. But hibachi,
it's pretty simple too, and it's kind of healthy.
so for me,
Not
it's
that that
different.
really matters.
Everybody
Mediterranean
talks
food
about how
is
much they
just
love
so,
hibachi,
like, faceted.
which is
Mediterranean food. I mean, there's just so.
oh, there's yeah. It's a very broad and
I'm talking about like the legit, real stuff, not just
Yeah.
kebabs and the stuff that everybody knows.
right.
But that shit's
Right.
good too, though. Bro.
It is,
But
yeah.
there's just so many different things.
Yeah, and it's like you have all the shit you need, and it's not an overwhelming like it's like Indian food, white
I
people
think
Indian food that I eat
I put the
is good, but is very potent in one
put-
flavor.
Yeah.
I put Mediterranean food and Mexican food in a similar boat.
Yeah,
And now, hear me out. Reason being, in Mediterranean food, they use a lot of the same spices, whatever. In Mexican food,
Yes.
they use a lot of the same spices. They're obviously not similar in that direction, but if you eat shawarma, right? If you have a beef shawarma or a chicken shawarma or a lamb shawarma, all three of them using the same fucking spice. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's such a variety of types of food, and whether it's healthy or not, it at least tastes healthy, and in most cases is.
Yeah, but
You can
Mexican food,
keep eating.
exactly what you're saying. There's a huge influence of Mediterranean tastes and spices in Mexican food and the style of cooking as well.
And I think it has enough types of food in one dish that's why you can have it over and over again. Whereas Indian is so overwhelming with one flavor.
I think they've got
It's
a lot
just-
more spices that we don't really know about, bro, to be honest.
Probably, yeah. But
spice bomb.
kind of to change the reasoning here, the reason I'm killing hibachi is because I don't like hibachi.
It's really simple, too.
Yeah, I don't like hibachi. I've never liked hibachi. I love sushi. I love Chinese. I love Japanese. I love Korean food. But hibachi, for some reason, it's just rice and it's just so basic.
I like hibachi, but it's just
I've never
in
liked it.
comparison with like
Hibachi's good as fuck.
But even if I didn't, all my other reasoning, Mediterranean I can have every day, so I'm marrying. Indian slaps hard occasionally. But then the killing is easy because hibachi, I just don't like it. Personally. Now, if
Dude.
Keaton was here, Keaton would probably
Dude.
marry Indian,
Oh,
fuck
yeah, he
hibachi,
would.
and he'd kill Mediterranean. He'd be
Yeah, he
opposite.
would be. For sure.
For sure.
For sure. I'll
Well,
call him
Indian
right
food
now.
is his favorite. Hibachi is like
Call
his second
him.
favorite.
Call him and ask him.
Yeah, it's on.
Mediterranean food by far.
Put him on speakerphone. If he answers. Dude, I'll say right now,
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
put the microphone down there.
What
He'll
up?
say something stupid as soon as he picks
It
it
doesn't
up.
matter. I'll cut it out. He may not answer, to be honest.
What's up?
Hey, man, we're on the podcast and you're on the air.
Bricked up.
Yeah. So we got a question for you. We're doing a marry, fuck, kill Indian food, Mediterranean food, hibachi.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Yeah. Mediterranean,
I'm gonna
Indian,
probably-
hibachi.
This is easy. Killing Mediterranean for sure.
I told you guys. I knew it.
I'm going to marry hibachi because
fuck,
it's
you
a
might.
little healthier than Indian, but I'm gonna fuck the shit out of some Indian.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
All right, man.
All right, yeah,
Close
that we
enough.
I knew you were gonna kill Mediterranean, and I thought you'd, yeah, I said you'd marry Indian, but yeah, I know you love hibachi too, so, but yep, no, that's why I called.
He hasn't had real Mediterranean
good one.
food.
All right, I'll see you.
See ya.
Yeah, dude, he has no interest in Mediterranean, but he loves hibachi and he loves Indian. So,
That is true. I forgot about how much that he fucks with hibachi.
oh yeah,
Because him and his wife, they go to hibachi so much, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, sushi, hibachi.
so the places they go have sushi and hibachi.
hibachi, yeah.
I love those places, but I don't give a shit about their hibachi. I
don't
love their
give a fuck
sushi.
about- I don't-
Like, I'm just gonna say it. Their sushi is fire, unexpectedly. Everyone goes for the hibachi that I don't even think is remotely good. I don't even think it's average. But their
the
sushi,
hibachi's
slaps.
good, bro. The hibachi is
It's good for what it's worth.
But it's, yeah.
I can make something better
sorta,
than what they
kinda,
make.
Because I feel like there are other places
Cheaply
that could
and
be, like,
easily.
cheaper and be like just as good, really.
Yeah.
I can make something in my own kitchen cheaper that tastes better. Their sushi, I can't do that yet.
So what did I say? I said
Killing Mediterranean.
I said I was killing
Fucking
Indian.
Indian.
I said I was killing Indian, but
You did.
but I'm changing it though.
No.
I'm fucking Indian for sure.
I'm fucking Indian, marrying Mediterranean, and killing hibachi. But that was an easy pick for me.
I'm killing hibachi. I love hibachi, but like you've solidified it to me. It's like I don't know. Hibachi's a little bit overrated.
I
It's-
never
it's
got
just
the
like, It's a
appeal.
very simple.
Good ingredients.
Like it's just
But-
good ingredients. That's all it is.
Papa John's, right?
Yeah. Let me see your mic for a second.
Broke it.
Thank you. What about you? What'd you say?
I'm gonna say Mediterranean, Indian, and hibachi. I'm just like, Mediterranean, like I said, it's just so like vast as far as the ingredients, the spices. That's what she said.
What is the order from top to bottom, favorite to least favorite?
What?
Mediterranean favorite,
Say.
and then Indian, and then hibachi is
Okay.
like I could do without.
So
I
say.
mean, I like.
So we
hibachi a
literally
lot.
all have the same order.
Yeah, except
Except for Keaton.
for Keaton. And he says he likes hibachi a lot. I don't even remotely like hibachi.
I like
Personally.
hibachi, but it's not like ooh, let's go
Right.
get hibachi.
Now,
Dude,
do you have reasonings like
I'll-
ours as far as like Indian being in the middle is because it's the potent flavor, whereas Mediterranean is
Well, see, I like the flavor of Indian, but it's just
I
with
rarely crave
Mediterranean. It's just like good gosh.
yeah.
I mean, it's just so much stuff, and it's not just the food. It's also like the appetizers, their version of salads, their
Yeah.
desserts.
Yeah.
Their desserts are like sick.
All of it.
So
yeah.
I mean, it's just very
More
well
well-rounded. I could eat it more often. And Indian, like I said before, I'm just gonna beat a dead horse here. It's got a very specific flavor, and I rarely
It's
crave
a lot
it.
like Chinese buffet, bro.
Yeah, like I rarely crave it, but when I do, I crave it hard.
Yeah.
Mediterranean, I crave a lot more often. I could eat all the time. But it's like if I had Indian food earlier today, I'm not going to want it again. If I have Mediterranean food for lunch, I could eat it for dinner.
I mean, you can
I'm
have
a
it.
slut for Indian food.
I'm not going to be
If you
Indian
give
food
me-
lunch and dinner. Mediterranean food, I will.
If I deliver Indian food here, or if I go to an Indian restaurant, and you know, like a lot of these places, they give you like huge fucking portions, right?
Yeah.
I'll eat the whole fucking thing, bro. Like I don't
And
even,
regret it in the
like,
morning.
No, I'm such a slut for that shit. Because like
Here-
when it hits hard as fuck.
Yeah, Indian food really does. But here's the thing. If I have leftovers, I'm probably not going to eat it until it goes bad. Mediterranean food, I will eat it. Because it's not so strong of a flavor. I don't oppose eating it that day
I don't
or
like
the next
cooking it
day.
at my house, bro, because it makes the house fucking.
Indian or Mediterranean?
Yeah, I don't.
Indian.
I don't mind the. It is a very like
But
I
it
said, very potent
lingers, bro.
scent, and it lingers, but I don't mind it. Some people do though.
I used to have a shit ton of Indian friends, and they would cook, and that shit would linger on me.
It's
bro.
different though. Like legit Indian food is totally different. They got bones in their shit, and it's different flavors and.
Legit Indian friends from India that live in India right now.
Yeah, but it's different than I'm specifically thinking of chicken tikka masala.
That shit slaps.
It does slap, but legit Indian food is very different. I don't even remember. I think I've had it. I don't remember what it's like. I just remember there were bones in it, which is fine. You just
Yeah, they just put the chicken legs in it, bro.
plan for that, right?
It's kind of the same thing. They just put the leg in there, or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's the same spices,
Yeah.
so the same flavors, just
They don't
different
sell-
textures.
They
is
don't
all.
sell. So if we're talking about like real authentic Indian food, unless you go to like an Indian store, they don't sell the spices anywhere.
I think it's a mixture
Like-
of a lot of the spices we use. We just don't mix them.
No,
that
there's
way.
more spices. I know because
Probably.
whenever I talked, my buddy's mom came over here from India and was like making food for us and shit, and she was like shook because she didn't have her ingredients. Bro.
Yeah, I remember some Saudis where they made. Oh man, this is early on in college, and they made homemade shawarma, beef shawarma, and they had seasonings and everything. And I wanted the recipe, and they gave me the recipe except for a seasoning. They're like, I don't know what it's called in English. They could give me nothing. They had this container of a spice, and they're like, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what to reference it to. And I got the recipe, and I just put magic for the for that
Magic.
specific spice, right? So I mean, it might not be something you can find here, but yeah.
Well, you know, it's like chicken.
I think
bouillon.
authentic Indian food is soupier and bonier, which can be better depending on your mood. But I would like to try more, for sure. But yeah, we had another one. Speaking of bones, flats, drums, and boneless wings.
Oh, we're going all in. Fuck kill.
I want to go all in, marry, fuck, kill.
Well, we're gonna have to call that motherfucker back, bro.
We do. All right, I got one more for you.
Okay, we're doing marry, fuck, kill.
Still marry, fuck, kill. So when it comes to hot wings, drums, flats, and boneless. Marry, fuck, kill.
Oh, fuck.
It's a hitter, bro.
Dude, I don't even know. Can I fuck them all?
Yeah, I want to fuck them all too. It's like the new Pokemon. Gotta fuck them all.
I'm not killing any of them. I can't do it.
It's hard. It's hard.
I'll marry one of them and then fuck the other two on the side.
Okay, all right.
Which one you
Straight
marrying?
hitter.
Which one you marrying, bro?
Dude, Wing Zone boneless wings are hard to fucking beat. I'm gonna marry them probably.
Trash pick, bro.
God,
Yeah, dude, B-dubs is better than Wing Zone, but still.
No, dude.
Boneless trash.
Are you thinking of the sauce? Because you gotta
Maybe
consider.
maybe the sauce. If B Dubs had the same sauce, then I'd probably go B Dubs traditional.
But that's not the question. The question is boneless, flats, drums. So between flats and drums, what are you picking?
I'm probably marrying drums, fucking flats, and getting rid of boneless.
Ooh. Wait, I thought you just married boneless.
I can respect that.
You said marrying flats,
But
fucking
I
drums.
think you guys made a good point. I think the reason I like boneless so much is because Wing Zone has the best sauces.
Yeah, some of the sauces
You
are better
can-
boneless for some
You
reason.
can coat the fuck out of a boneless with some sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said marry flats.
I'm gonna marry flats. I'm gonna fuck drums, and then I'm probably gonna kill boneless, unfortunately. But I hate that I have to do that.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I think that's most of us. We're kind of all on the fence on this one.
They're all good.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Y'all should do like fucking snacks, like throw some pizza rolls in there or something.
bagel bites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
All right, man.
Pizza rolls, pizza or like
Pizza.
something else that's similar. Calzone.
Tacos, pizzas, burgers.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think we already
We've
did
already
that
done
one.
that
We
one.
already did that one. Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem. See you guys.
See it. All right, so mine is
Yeah,
going
I
to be
was gonna
similar to
say.
his. Mine, he kind of made me think more, and I've made a decision. I'm going to marry flats. I'm going to fuck boneless, and I'm going to kill drums.
Trash.
I think I'm going to do exactly what Keaton said. Marry flats, fuck drums, and kill boneless. It's not even the same fucking category, bro.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Let's be
It's
fucking
a
real.
totally different
a boneless is a chicken nugget,
Yeah.
and we all know it.
And I love it. It's just totally different. So that's why
What's your call here?
That's why I put boneless in the middle.
I'm gonna have to
I get
say
both. I get both.
the drum.
You like the drum over the flat?
Yes.
What?
Dude.
doing drum.
Game changer here.
I'm doing the drum, marrying that one. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of the flat
Damn.
and drop kick the boneless.
Okay. Okay.
Because, like you said, it's a chicken nugget.
It is a chicken nugget, but it's a damn good chicken nugget.
It is,
It's
but
a
it's still a
fire ass
chicken
chicken
nugget.
nugget. Dude, you can coat that bitch in sauce.
I even
It's literally
considered
drowned in sauce.
I considered marrying the nugget, but I didn't.
No, I know, and I saw it in your eyes.
it was
You were
so
like,
hard.
you were like, if I do this, I'll never live
Because
this down.
whenever I order wings, I get both. I get boneless and traditional. And when I get boneless, I get the hottest hot sauce. When I get traditional, I hope for more flats. So the flats, I think, is what I crave the most. When I think of wings, I crave the flats the most. So marrying them makes sense, but the boneless I can't let go of. I got to go back to my
I'll be
mistress.
honest, just off the when somebody says, "Hey, you want some wings?" I'm not thinking fucking chicken nuggies. I'm not thinking boneless. No. If you say, "Hey, I got some wings, you want some?" and they fucking hand it to me and it's boneless, I'm gonna eat them because I'm fucking thick. But I'm gonna be disappointed when I first see it.
See, when I think of
I
wings,
would
I think of
respond with, yes, I'll eat some of your chicken nuggets.
yeah. So I love both. The first thing that comes to mind is traditional, but yeah, for sure traditional because that's what wings are. Boneless came after, right?
It's a hybrid.
But they slap too. They're a good add-on. Put it that way. That's why I don't get one or the other. I get both because I get regular actual wings, and then I'll have some nuggies on the side with some fire ass sauce to soak into them.
Look, bro. Obviously, we've already said it's not a wing, but another thing I'm gonna say: if you can eat it with a fork, it ain't a fucking wing. Okay.
You can't eat a traditional.
No, you
wing
can't.
with a fork.
No, you can't.
I mean,
What
nobody
fucking animal-
does.
What fucking animal is eating a fucking wing with a fork?
I'm not. I'm just theoretic.
would
You can eat anything with a fork if you really fucking put your mind to. You
I'm
can eat a
theorizing that you can is all I'm saying.
Let me guess.
I don't.
You eat your pizza with a fork and knife?
Yeah,
You
come
can.
on, bro.
Why would you?
Actually, if it's deep dish Chicago style, I probably.
There's
Why
not-
would you?
Well,
We're
because
not
it's
gonna
not
get into
pizza.
this.
First of all, deep dish
Yes.
Chicago pizza is lasagna. Still great.
Speaking of,
great
next
ingredients, it's good. It's just not pizza. But yes, I'll eat that with a fork and fucking knife.
Speaking of lasagna, we have another question.
All right.
Since every time Ramon is here, it's just a food cast, apparently. If you have one piece of lasagna, like you go out and you cut out a piece of lasagna, you put it on your plate, you get another lasagna, you cut out another piece, you put it on your plate, and you stack those.
Is it a cake?
Is that one lasagna or two lasagnas?
Ooh. That's a good question.
If it's on the same plate, it's one.
We gotta
No, you stack them.
actually. I'm gonna text my Italian friends.
I'm gonna say that's a one lasagna.
Don't text your Italian friends.
I'm texting them. Fuck you.
You said one lasagna?
I'd say one lasagna. And it's got to be the corner
On
piece.
technicality, though, right?
It's got to be the corner piece because it's crunchy. If you make it right.
Corner piece is the best piece. I think... if they're both made well...
So is it coming from the same lasagna dish?
I was going to say...
Or are you talking about two
I'm going to say
separate?
two separate. I'm going to say two separate lasagna dishes.
Then that's two lasagnas.
It's not a two-layer lasagna?
It's a 2-layer lasagna, but it's
So
not
one lasagna.
If it's not coming from the same, if it's not coming from the same dish, then I'm gonna say it's 2.
But if you ice it over with the Parmesan cheese,
Fresh or like that Kraft
Whatever.
stuff? Fresh. Then if it's fresh, then it's 1.
yeah.
But if it's that,
All right,
She said cherry on top.
I asked
Kraft.
Simona and Enrico. I said if you stack 2 pieces of lasagna on top of each other on a plate, is it 1 slice or 2?
But you're saying if
We'll
it
see.
came from the same dish,
So
for
yeah,
sure it's one lasagna.
yeah,
But if it comes from 2 dishes, though, right? So if your fucking grandma made one and your aunt made another, and you
That's
stack those,
2 lasagnas.
that's 2.
I think it's a double layer lasagna.
It depends the kind of cheese though.
But we came to the conclusion: if you put like some Parmesan on top of that
Then it's a 1.
and like cherry on
Then
top,
it's a 1.
then it makes like a whole new dish. It makes it a whole new dish. You know what I mean?
So
cherry
it's a
on
third
top.
lasagna.
Yeah.
It's a quadruple plate pizza stacked.
Damn.
The next person that uses that microphone is gonna get pink eye.
Keaton.
I don't know why he takes them. I'm not waiting for them. So
We don't have to wait for them. I'll just let you know when they respond.
okay, we're gonna do one final question.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fight of your pick. Don't make it. I say it's your pick, but if it's trash, we're not doing it. So
Oh, of the fight.
of the fights, yeah.
Make it good.
If it's trash, it's on the list. It's not going to be trash.
Well, we have a couple of. Okay, that list is spitball list.
Okay, all right. The best one. I'll do the best one. The best one
but
is
we have multiple because we have Sully on there twice. By the way,
this one doesn't have him at all.
it's just a bald eagle.
No, it's the candle versus Mushu.
That's a good one, but I think it's too easy, right? I mean, come on, Mushu has fire; he's gonna melt him immediately.
Yeah.
Well, I already mentioned it.
Fire
we
versus
talk
fire.
About it.
No. I say we do the bald eagle.
Let's do both. We'll start with the first one, make it short, and go to the second one.
No, we're gonna have to have Mushu and the candle guy in separate fights somewhere else.
So, are you going to edit this out?
Because no, just keep going.
then? Okay. All right. Bald eagle versus intelligent regular-sized crab. Oh, that is a good one, actually.
I think bald eagle fucks this thing up, dude.
So I think I thought that initially because I'm like, yeah, it's a bald eagle. But an intelligent, like sentient, intelligent, human intelligence crab might like be able to time
Did
something
we talk
right.
about this before? Maybe
We did not. I don't think we did on the podcast
Okay,
though.
okay.
I think we talked in person about
Yeah.
it. So a crab with a human intelligence versus an eagle that's regular.
I mean, all that bald eagle needs to do is just swoop in at a
and it's fucked,
steep
bro.
angle,
Dude.
pick that crab
Yeah,
up.
you know what? You're probably right. The
He's
eagle's
fucked,
probably gonna
bro.
fuck him.
He's fucked. Same thing that happened with the Christmas special with fucking what's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Jingle all
Oh,
the way,
yeah.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man's
Dude,
gonna
all he
swoop
had to
in
do
and
is
just
swoop in, pick
drop
him
him
up,
off.
drop him off the side of
Yeah.
a fucking building.
Yeah. So I kept thinking, yeah, the crab, but it's smart and might plan. Or
He's not even. First off, not
Time-
even half as strong as a fucking bald eagle.
might be able to time something right. But
Doesn't matter if he times
The more I think about it-
anything right.
you're right. He's fucked.
He's going. The talons are going into the body and coming out, and he's dead, bro. Pulling the lungs out that
Or
bitch.
the bald eagle.
The eagle
just pick
wins.
something up and just drop it right on top of the crab.
Also
Yeah.
America. Fuck.
America.
No,
I
you're
didn't
right.
think about that, but the bald eagle would drop something on them if he had to.
Yeah.
A rock.
Well,
Another
I think
crab.
that would be if the bald eagle was intelligent. This is if the bald eagle was
Dude,
regular.
birds do that shit, bro, to break open fucking...
Do they do that?
Smart.
Yes, bro. I don't know about bald eagles, but I know that there are birds that put shells down on rocks and will drop rocks on it. They put mussels on rocks, and they'll drop rocks from like 10, 15 feet up.
So I didn't know
break
that.
it.
But
Do that
Crab
noise
sushi.
again.
initially, yeah, it was pretty accurate.
That was sick.
Initially, I was going crab, but I've been swayed. I think eagle.
I told you that the first time you wrote that on there. I was like, dude, there ain't no
I thought
way.
that was your idea.
That was your idea.
Oh, that's fair. We got time for one more.
Hold on. Yeah.
Make it a good one.
Well, we've already entertained the idea of Candle versus Mushu.
Dude, the fucking... Why are you
But we got
writing?
more.
Why are you writing shit?
I'm writing shit.
Yes, you are.
I deleted the eagle one.
You deleted Keenan.
To answer yours real quick.
deleted who?
And just get it out of the way.
It was wrong. It was
Mushu
accident.
against the candle guy.
Yeah, we'll do that.
From a distance, all he has to do is just...
So
that's it.
But the candle guy can shoot fire too, though. But let's be real. If Mushu can have fire out of his own fucking belly, he's gonna have to be fire.
yeah, well, they both
retardant.
They both
Right.
initially they both spawn fire. However, the candle is flammable.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's the difference. Well, they're both flammable, but
But
the
he
candle.
doesn't-
Mushu also has mobility.
But does
Yeah.
the candle guy? Does he melt?
That's a good question because he's
He's
perpetually burning.
always on fire.
Perpetually burning.
Control.
Or is he just like off screen, like putting more?
We
wax
might
on-
have
You
to
thi- do you
resort
think-
to Walt Disney for
Do
this.
you think off screen he's just putting more wax on him?
I think it's magic, and
You think he's like going around finding other candles, just fucking slicing their
so
throats?
I
and
think
fucking-
he's magic in the sense that the candle continues to burn, but I don't think he's
They're
magic.
both magic, bro. Mushu was a
Right.
fucking statue.
Let me finish. I think they're both magic, but I think the candle is magic in the sense that the fire continues to burn, not in the sense that it can't burn more. Which means if Mushu torches the shit out of it, then sorry, I got the hiccups.
What if Mushu melts the candle holder? And it's game over.
Yeah, maybe it's like Frosty the Snowman. You got to get rid of the hat. If he melts the fucking candle holder.
That's game over on that one.
Either
Well-
way, everything we've talked about
the
always leans
candle
towards Mushu.
guy who actually has a name, which is French. It's like Jacques.
Pierre.
It's like
Jacques or
Jacques.
Pierre.
It's something very stereotypical, but
Come here, Frenchie.
his face is part of the wax, right? I feel like if you melt that down, he's dead.
Get rid of the candle holder.
Damn, it's not what I expected. It's like Lumiere.
Lumiere. That's
That
it.
makes sense. Like luminescent. Lumiere. That makes
Just
sense.
completely wrong. It's a stereotypical Jacques Pierre.
It is French for illuminate. Lumiere.
Illuminati.
Or not to illuminate, but like the name version of it. Anyways. Yeah, no, Candle loses. Mushu would just torch the shit out of him, fuck him up, and he'd be fine. So
That'd be it.
Mushu is kind of a bitch, though.
Mushu's a bitch, but compared to the Candle,
Yeah.
Mushu's Eddie Murphy, though, so he's got a little bit of
That's
G.
a winner.
he's got a little bit of G.
Yeah, like, did he, am I wrong here, or did he not fly, like, on a fucking firework? Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah, no, he did that.
Like, at the end of the movie, or,
Yeah.
like, closer, like, to where
Yeah,
Genghis
Mulan
Khan-
launched spoilers of Mulan from
No.
I thought Mushu could
1998.
fly on his own.
No, he can kind of flap, but he
Yeah,
can't.
like
Like,
glide.
Pistachio can flap. He can't fly. No, he got onto a firework that Mulan launched at the
Genghis Khan.
Mongolian guy Genghis
Genghis
Khan,
Khan.
I haven't seen that.
and it
in
just went,
ages.
pew, and he,
Blew him up.
yeah, literally,
Fucking kamikaze.
Rode
his
it.
ass.
yeah.
Somehow survived the magic.
I'm going to say
don't remember.
Mushu wins that one all day long.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
Mushu survived that, but a grown ass man didn't.
Touche.
Fucking
Well, did he jump off or no?
The Lumiere ain't fucking doing that shit.
Did he Lumiere? Did he jump off of it though? Like, did he get
I
exploded?
don't remember. I feel like he did.
It's
but
been a
also,
while, I don't remember.
I'm sure he might have. So what do you think? Who do you think?
Between the two?
Mhm.
Oh, Mushu wins
Mushu.
all day long.
If the candle guy, if he can't be melted, he's winning all day long. And reason is he's got the fucking metal elbows. He'll just elbow this bitch in the face till he's fucking bloody.
Yeah, this is the assumption that he can still be melted, which
Then
he doesn't have a chance.
If he cannot be melted, he's fucking tank, bro. He's made out of metal that he can just bend and fucking smack the shit out of people with.
Yeah, but Mushu's got tail also. You can hit him with the tail. And he's got claws.
Tail made out of flesh.
Yeah, but
He's gonna be hitting
he can
hard ass metal.
Still smack it though. And Mushu's got mobility.
What'd they say?
No. I'm looking at other fight clubs.
This motherfucker. We're not doing another Fight Club.
All right.
He's all over the map.
All right.
So, you said Mushu.
Mushu.
I say Mushu unless the candle can't be melted. If the candle can't be melted, he's fucking Mushu.
That is different. That changes.
The stipulation is if the candle can't be melted, he's fucking him up with his elbows and his knees because they're metal and it's fucking over with. All right. Mushu can't fly. He can only glide, which is great. But also, what?
Yeah, but the candle can sing.
Yeah, and then what scenario are these two together at? Like, they're not going to be.
Yeah, we
on
didn't
the
have an
fucking
environment.
They're not going to be on the edge of a building where fucking
In
Mushu
a
grabs
big ass
them.
house that's not flammable or confined. A gymnasium.
Yeah, so
They're in a gymnasium.
So his soaring ability doesn't
An
mean
arena.
anything.
Right. They're in an arena.
Yeah.
What if he melts the surface around the candle guy? Then the candle guy can't go anywhere.
I don't think he can blow that much fire, bro. I think Mushu's pretty weak as
Well,
far
they
as
both
dragons
are.
go.
They both are. Yeah.
As far as dragons go.
They're very similar. That's why we picked them. But I think Mushu still wins every day. All day long.
You said Mushu for sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Well.
say so.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's the episode. Thank you all for watching. It was a short one, but I think it was a good one. So,
Yeah.
But you know what? Stay bricked up.
Stay bricked up.
Happy New Year, guys.